Why?
Hi guys, I'm the avatar known as Tao Chi Kai, and we're here today in my living room. We've got my dad here. Say hi, Dad.
Hi,
How old are you, Dad?
70.
70?
Yeah.
Oh, he's 70, really 72, but he likes to say he's 70. I'm going to give my dad a session today. So last week, or a few days ago, my dad was complaining that he was really dizzy. And from what I can understand, he had like some kind of problem with like maybe some balance in his head. So the blood was not flowing properly through to his head. It might be early signs of stroke, but we have to be honest about this, isn't it? Obviously I'm worried about my dad, but the best thing I could do as a son, as a child, is to help my father as best as I can. And hopefully I can inspire you to help your parents in the same way, or your loved ones. And in this case, we're helping someone who's elderly. So if you like what you watch, if you like the information that I'm going to share with you, please hit the like button and subscribe. Let's do this. And for you viewers at home, if you're wanting now to feel relaxed and comfortable, please sit back, give yourself a little wiggle, put the earphones on and follow along. So what I'm going to ask you to do now is to take a gentle breath in through your nostrils if you can, smile, and then sigh out. And as the breath goes, really allow your body to settle, really allow your body just to sink into the bed or sink into the chair. And then now we're going to hold on and just gently rock. Imagine you're introducing them to like some waves. It's almost like as if they're lying on their back on top of a still lake, and then you're going to introduce these little ripples, and these ripples here should be felt within their own spine as well. So I'm gently holding on and I'm rocking, creating these little ripples. What you can do now is start to scan their body with your hands. Remember, scanning. I imagine my father's body is like a landscape, and I'm searching for hills and valleys, and I swoop down the contour of his body, and every now and then I will notice areas that are tense, and it's very evident, because if you start to scan the body like this to follow the contours, you start noticing there's areas where, if you're metaphorically speaking, there might be rocks and inconsistencies. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to my father's biceps and triceps, just this area here, and just gently encourage this movement of the shoulders. Underneath, you won't be able to see this, but we're helping just to get the scapula to relax a bit further, get more movement in the scapula, but there's all these muscles that are connected. And then now, underneath here, my other hand, I'm going to place it underneath here. My hand is directly flat on the ground, and then as I pull up, I'm going to do this. The scapula is here, I'm going to do this at the same time as I'm lifting. There'll be certain areas where you'll find that they might feel a bit of pain, so you have to practice tough love by going in there and giving that area attention. And you give that area attention, eventually, with every coming and going of the breath, that pain, that stagnation will start to dissipate, will start to release.
Relax, Dad. Relax.
Yeah. See, if you hold on to the fingers like this, you see that? And you just flap their wings for them. You relax, Addy. You relax. There we go. Get them to relax, and then you can just keep them flapping the wings like this. Right, what I'm going to do now is make it more comfortable for my dad, leaving my feet out, and then look, placing the arms on your feet. And that's a beautiful angle. You can do splits even better. See, look, such a nice, comfortable position for the person you're helping. So I'm not just doing this. You see, this is very surface, very superficial. Put a bit of weight into it so you move the whole of the spine. Right here's the collarbone. You could hold on to the collarbone and rock the whole. Look, I'm holding, pushing directly on the collarbone. You've got the trapezoid muscles here, palpating, pushing on, rocking the whole of the body. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place my feet underneath here so we can get this, the diaphragm just to open up. There we go. Okay, Dad?
Yep.
There, you see, nice. Allow the diaphragm to open a bit more. So what I'm doing here, you know, we can't completely fix these issues because, you know, it's part of life, isn't it? Part of age. But what we can certainly do is to help to relieve, to make it a bit more easier. And it's something that I always feel honoured to, and I want to do. You know, give my parents these regular sessions. Okay, let's bring him up. See, just on the feet here, just gently encourage it to go back. Is that okay, Dad? Right, with the scapula, look, my toes are now underneath the scapula. You can't tell. My feet are underneath his scapula. Move it up a little notch again, push towards the thoracic. Put your hands please, Dad. And breathe again. That's it. That's it. That's it. And now I'm going to get the toes involved, feet involved, holding on. And as you push, the head's going to start following that direction that you're pushing. So allow it to take place. We're on the traps here, but also these, I can't remember what the name of these muscles are, the ones that just hold the neck up. Being firm, but gentle at the same time. Firm and gentle. Firm, but gentle. Just a little one. That's enough. Okay, Dad?
Okay.
There we go. So we just hold on to the cranium and just. And now I'm going to ask my dad just to breathe, and I'm going to open up. I'm going to stretch open this here. So yeah, in the inside leg here, where it meets the groin, there's major arteries there on either side. Very similarly to the arteries we have in our armpits. And likewise, a reflection of above, so is below. This bone here goes into a socket as well. So if we're able to now to really relax the muscles around this area and also to give more flexibility in the fascia, it then means that this bone can sit more firmly within the socket. Many people, as they get older, the ball comes out of the socket. and that's why they have problems with their hips. Got one hand on the foot to control, got the other hand on the pivot point, and in this case it's the knee, and then we're just gonna rotate this bone around the socket. You imagine there's a bone here, there's a socket here. Rotate the bone around the socket, look. Assisted. There we go. And then whoosh. Just gently rocking. See, nice torsion here. Giving these ribs a little rub down so that they are feeling a bit more open in this torsion, in this posture. You're holding onto the wing. There we go. And what really helps is if you can whoosh. Is that okay, Dad?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
It's a nice stretch, isn't that?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Really getting his heart to open up this way. Giving the innards a nice little stretch as well. Lift them up. Rock to one side. One foot's under. Rock to the other side. Other foot's under. And you see? Push. Now both my feet are underneath my dad's sacroiliac. You guys will be very surprised, but a lot of our psychology is actually held around this area here. I'll give you an example. Let's say you feel that you have a heartache or something like that. Some people say they feel it directly, that their heart hurts. Sometimes if you are upset, you might not feel hungry. And that's because it's somewhere within your own body, somewhere within your own stomach, you're holding on. So a lot of psychology is held here. There's a physical place where our psychology is being held. But if you can help to really relax the organs, the body starts, the person, the being starts to become much more full, feel more embodied, more present, more grounded. As I'm pulling up and down, my feet are doing this as well. You guys can't see it, but my feet are moving as well. Yeah, there's leverage. There's always leverage. There you go, how's that feel? She's loving it, man. Give the glutes one last stretch. Look, it's pushing right up there. Look, see, that releases my feet from underneath his lower back now. I'm going to place my feet. Everything's planted very firmly like this. Place my feet here, I'm going to hold on. And then stretch. Is that okay, Dad?
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, have a look now. We're going to really, I'm palpating here. Sending these little waves down his spine. But essentially we're relaxing the whole of the glutes like this as well. You see? Then whoosh. And this is like heaven. For you beautiful people at home, I really hope that you have learned something new today. I really hope that I have inspired you to help your family members, your loved ones, your friends. And please, if you have enjoyed what you've been watching, you have been finding it very useful, hit a like, subscribe. And until the next time, for my father, my nephew and I, the avatar known as Tao Chi Kai, I bid you farewell. Until the next time. Om Ni De Fu Om.